Hi everybody, I am Kirsty Meakin and this is Neo Makeup. Today I'm going to talk to you about eyelashes, fake eyelashes, lots of different eyelashes, lots of different types, and how you can create different looks with eyelashes. I love eyelashes, but by the time I've done my makeup, I cannot be bothered to put eyelashes on. I always go, can't I bother to do that? There we are, done, let's go. However, doing this channel has made me realise how much I do actually love eyelashes, and I do want to start wearing them more. And I know that different eyelashes are for different things. So we have some really natural eyelashes here. So they're not full, they're long, but not full and thick. And then we've got some eyelashes that we previously got some eyelashes here that I've previously used in another video. If you want to check that video out, have a look here. And these are long, but full. And then we have these. Now these are a 3/4 lash. Now these will probably just fit my eye because my eyes are quite small. And these are supposed to be like a mink effect. Is it mink? Where does it say now? Yes, mink effect lashes, which means they're supposed to be really soft and fluffy. So, and they're very long and they go from teeny weeny to really extreme. So we'll see what they look like. Also, this is the kind of lash that I would never buy because I think I would look like a drag queen in these lashes. However, they do look fabulous in the box. I don't know what they're going to look like on my eyes. They've actually got 2 layers at this side. So you've got a full lash here, and here there's a double layer of lash. I mean, saves you putting 2 layers on. Whoever would put 2 layers of eyelashes on? I don't know, that's like wearing 2 layers of nail extensions. Who would ever do that? So I'm going to start by showing you the natural eyelashes. So obviously I have a face on. I have my face on. I like to put my eyelashes on once my face is on anyway. Once all the slap is done, and I put, you find it funny, do you?
I just haven't heard anybody say slap in a while.
Yeah. I call makeup slap. I put out, don't get me slap on, duck. I'm getting out of the house till I've got me slap on. However, I'll go on YouTube without me slap on. Very strange, I know. So I've got a coat of mascara on my eyelashes already, but we want them to make them look like wow, but natural-ish. Okay? So I'll take these out of the box. Let's have a little look at them. So these are called Head to Toe. One pair of natural eyelashes. Where are my little tweezers? This is what I don't like about eyelashes. When you pull them off the box, look at that. They're falling apart already. When you take them off the box, these ones are like really glued to the box. And they have, I don't know if you can see this, like a really sticky, stringy bit of glue on them already. I could stick them on, yeah, let's see where I can stick them. Stick them on the end of my nose. Look at that, they've already got sticky going on. Oh my God, there's a warning on here. Let me read the warning. This might be fun. So it says, warning, keep out of reach of children. Keep away from eyes. Are you kidding me? Keep away from eyes. It's going on my eyes.
It's ridiculous.
If product gets into eyes, rinse thoroughly with water and seek medical attention. Do not apply adhesive directly to the eyelids. Apply the adhesive onto the full length of the base of the false lash. So you can't put it on your eyelids and you've got to keep it away from your eyes. So we'll ignore all that advice and put them where they should go with the glue that's provided. So it's lost its shape. So I'm gonna give it a wiggle in between my fingers, sort of bending it to try and contour it a little bit better. See how it's a bit more curved. And I'm just gonna roughly size that up. And I reckon that's gonna fit bob on, which doesn't happen very often with eyelashes with me. One thing I do love about these eyelashes is this contact area here is really thin. But see these ones, it's really thick. I find that if there is a thinner contact area, it's a lot easier to apply and it looks more natural. So obviously these are natural lashes, so these should work absolutely amazingly well. So we're just giving that a few moments to just dry a little bit, because when this glue starts to dry, it becomes tacky rather than wet. If you try to put them on while it's wet, game over, it ain't gonna work properly. Let's give it a waft.
It's not just like drying instantly in this heat.
It's not that hot in here. Not the nicest smelling glue I've ever smelled. Not that I go around sniffing glue. And I'm going to pop them right at the root of my lash. Now with my tweezers I'm just securing that down. And then I like to press it down with my finger as well. Oh, now look at that. This is a good review, this. Because these are not the best lashes I've ever used in my life. However, you can see already the natural look that they give. So they definitely look better than this. This is my natural eyelashes with just a bit of mascara on, just one coat of mascara on. Whereas this is the natural eyelash. Now I'm making sure I'm sort of pushing up and rolling my finger up to lift them. So you can actually see all that feathered lash. I'm going to do the same with this lash. Obviously this is for the left eye because these are longer on this side and shorter in the middle. The shorter ones are going to go towards the centre. Yep. Now learning from this one, I think I need to put a little bit more glue on than expected. Smell that. Just smell it.
Oh, you bugger.
It's horrible, isn't it?
That is minging.
Horrible smell.
And that's the glue that
Smells
comes
like bad feet.
Is that the glue that it comes with?
Yeah. These are only a cheap brand. Cheap doesn't always mean it's not great though. Same again. Same thing's happened with this one. The corner's not quite stuck down. So I'm gonna stick that down. And there you are. That's a natural look. I think I could get away with wearing that in the day. What do you think, Adam? Isn't that lovely?
You can tell you've got them on.
Really? What, they look that natural?
Yeah.
They look that natural, you can't even tell I've got them on. I'm going to say goodbye to those. Bye-bye. And then I'm going to show you these ones that I've used before. They're reusable and oh my God, they are brilliant. These are by Fleur de Force. Fleur de Force, who is a YouTuber, which is pretty cool. Now these lashes are a thicker lash. Again, they go from short to long, so this one would be for this eye. So we're going to apply that one. So we're going to apply the glue. This has got a slightly thicker contact area, and I would say that's definitely due to the amount of lashes that are in it. Now, there is no warning on this that says keep out of your eyes. or keep away from eyes. It just says keep out of reach of children. I think I'm going to have some crazy allergic reaction now to that glue that smells like smelly feet. Okay, we're going to apply these now. These really do hold the shape very well. Just going to let that dry a little bit. While it's drying, I'm going to put the other one on. So you can see the difference before I start to roll the lash up. That's just putting the lash on. Look at the difference between pushing it up to just putting it on.
Makes you look like you've got a lazy eye.
Yeah, you got a good stud eye. So they just graduated from longer to shorter, but not a dramatic change. There's probably about a bit more, it's probably about 4 more mil length on this side than there is towards the centre. They do feel heavier than the other ones, but they are comfortable still. And then we're going to use these sexy minks. Not minks, minks. Mink, for God's sakes. I learned the English language one day. Oh, it's like a... What are they?
Accordion.
So when I look at these, I think, damn, I'm going to cut them. The actual contact area here is thick, but it overhangs here. And it doesn't on this side, and it overhangs here. So I'm just going to snip those little bits just to make them, like, you know, extra neat. They feel amazing. I'm going to size that up, so it's going to go obviously towards the outside, which will be there. Oh, I'm dead excited. These were randomly picked. I literally went into the store, or the shop, or Boots. It was actually Boots I went into, and picked them up. I just wanted some different looks. They were quite randomly picked, and they were actually on offer. All the eyelashes were on offer. So I've got the glue on. We're going to let that dry a little smidge. I'm just going to, oh, look at that, don't like it, it's too straight. So they definitely give like a winged effect. Of course they're a lot longer on this side, and there's not much here in the middle, because they're a 3/4 lash. So you just get the most of the bulk of the lashes here, and they just wing out. Quite like them actually. And it is synthetic, it's not real. They've not, like, you know, used a dead person's eyelashes to make them or anything. Oh, I love him. I love those. They're totally different than the other ones because they do wing out. And when you've got eyes that are quite close together like mine are, anything that brings them out is like an added bonus. Oh, I love them. I don't want to take them off. Oh, okay, I'll take them off. Oh, that'll be my eyelashes. Next, we have these big, massive mother beeps. Look at the size. Just look at the sheer size of them. I mean, who has eyes that big? Whoever you are that has eyes that big, you are one lucky woman.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah. Definition number 121. A unique lash with a full and fluffy outer edge. Lightweight, it says. They don't look lightweight, do they, them? They are like ginormous. Look at them. These have got like one normal. Well, I'd say it's not normal. But, oh my God, hold on. They looked a bit blue then in that light. So you can see how this is one layer and then this is doubled up. And I can actually see the 2 layers. One is slightly shorter than, so this one at the front that's curved over is actually slightly longer than these at the back. But there's 2 layers on that outer edge. Now, like I said, these are absolutely enormous. They will never fit my eye. See, like that? Oh my good God. That would be way too big for my eyes. This is just, I'm just sizing up now. Way too big. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut a section of this off. So as you look at it here, I'm gonna cut off this first little bulk, but where it goes down, I'm going to cut there so it still graduates. Okay, we're going to go for it. Let's put these big old massive, these massive lashes on. And holy moly, that's one big eyelash. I've got a friend. I don't think I should talk about my friends on camera.
I don't think you should talk about your friends because you're not going to have many friends left.
I've got a friend and she's lovely and I love her to bits and she wears big, massive eyelashes. She'll know exactly what I'm talking about and I love her so much. She wears them all the time. All the time. I don't know how she wears them all the time, but I tell you what, these aren't even heavy, you know. So, wow. So they give a full look. Now, I would still, if I was going to wear these, I wouldn't wear heavy makeup like, so I'd just do kind of what I've got now. So it's just a little bit of eyeshadow and a flick. That is plenty enough. It's all about the eyelashes. The eyelashes are the main attention in this show that's going on. So these are definitely showstopper eyelashes. Definitely not natural, but hey ho, who likes natural? Not me. So you can see there's a big difference between all the different eyelashes that are out there. So you've got like your natural ones, the wingy ones, the full on shebang ones that I quite like. Which these will enable you to wear less makeup. Maybe that's why everyone wears them. I think, maybe so. They are. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I was talking about eyelashes and the different effects that you can get with eyelashes and the different things out there and the fact that you don't have to wear as much makeup if you have eyelashes on and the difference they make on your eye. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope this has helped you in some way. Maybe you just watched it because you just love to see us be silly on camera. I don't know. Keep watching anyway, don't forget to subscribe. The products that we've used today are in the description box below and we will see you in the next video. See you next time. Bye bye. Hot.
It's hot.
I think it's that stuff you've had.
Yeah, but it is hot in here. How are you?
Do you know how I always tell you it gets really hot in here? Well, it isn't actually that hot because outside it's like, let me find the temperature for you, 12 degrees. In Stoke-on-Trent, it is 12 degrees, which isn't like, you know, freezing, but it's pretty nippy out there. And we've had the heater on for, what, 5 minutes? And Adam is sweating like a mother.
It's too hot.
And I'm absolutely fine. And I think it's because we just had lunch made by Your Highness over here. Made by the resident chef on this channel, Adam. And he made chicken wraps, mighty fine chicken wraps that they were. But Adam had Nando's hot sauce. I think that's why I think that's why Adam is really hot. I think I called you Adam because you are hot. Hot Adam.
Well, I've been called that all my life, so.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, there's many languages. Where's...
I don't think it has Stoke-on-Trent.
Doesn't it have Stoke-on-Trent? I'm looking for SOT, Stoke-on-Trent. No Stoke-on-Trent. I can't even find English.